So I thought this would be a nice environment for today's video. And today I wanted to talk about my houseplant wish list. So all the plants that I either want to get in the future or am hoping to find now. So some of these plants are not plants that I can realistically have right now just because of where I live. It's very dry, and so I struggle a lot with keeping high humidity plants alive. Most of my ferns would agree with me on that. So a lot of these plants are plants that I'm gonna have to wait until the future, or maybe until I have a bathroom with a window or something where I have a more humid environment that I can keep these guys. We're actually going to be Googling them together. So this way I can also show you what they look like. And I have 10 plants to talk about today that are plants that I would love to have in the future. So before we get started, I am going to grab myself a cup of coffee.
Summer.
Okay, let us begin. So we're going to look up Calathia Orbifolia. Plant number 1. This plant is, I mean, just look at this thing. It's so freaking cool. Look at that. Do I really need to say anything about why I like this plant? No, I don't. I'm trying to find a picture, but look at how big the leaves are in comparison to this person. Who doesn't want that? Now the Calathias, pretty much all Calatheas are on my list of plants to have at some point later on. I feel like they've all died. Calatheas I'm having a hard time with them for some, oh no, my jungle velvet Calathea is still alive. It looks weird, but it's still alive. And I think that has to do with their need for a high humidity environment, which I do not live in at the present moment. I think I need to go a little bit faster through this list of plants. So let's go through and pull another Calathea off the list. We're going to look up the rattlesnake Calathea. This plant is so freaking cool, and I have had the opportunity to buy this plant a lot, and I just haven't because I'm scared that it's just not going to survive in my house. I love the pattern on these leaves. I just think it's really interesting and cool. I think they get like decently sized. Very cool looking plant, and it's purple on the bottom. And I think these, like other Morantas and Calatheas, move in response to the sun, so at night I think they kind of lift their leaves a little bit and you can see the purple undersides. So my third plant is a plant that I've already had. White Fusion Calathea. Yes, that's right. The plant that I already had, but it had spider mites or something, I believe. And so I cut it per advice given to me. I wish I wouldn't have listened to. So pretty. I screwed up. So the next plant on my list is going to be the red Dracaena, and that is because this plant reminds me of Hawaii. And this isn't really a plant that I necessarily wanted to have before. Here's a good picture of it. So like these were just growing. Mostly I think they were planted, you know, not just growing wild, but oh, they were just so pretty, and they just look like little fireworks. These thinner ones are cool too. I think the Red Sister or the Red Princess, those were both the Red Princess terminalis. Now I'm confused myself. What am I even talking about? So I think the Dracaena terminalis is the one that I liked. But anyway, I just realized that I have 2 plants on my list twice. So this is going to be my top 8 wish list. Okay, moving on. So the next plant on my list is going to be, you guessed it, the plant that's on freaking everybody's wish list here. the Thai Constellation Monstera. Why? Because it looks like this. Come on. That's so cool. I really want one of these. These are just like, if you like Monstera, which I do, even though I only have like one freaking leaf on mine that has split, I have hopes for the future. Even when they don't have split leaves, the variegation on these things is so pretty. And then every once in a while you can get like the full white leaf. What? So cool. I hope I'm not using any, am I using any copyrighted things here by doing this? What's up next on this shorter list than I expected? Here we go. Let's talk about another plant that I've had the opportunity to buy and I haven't. Zig-zag cactus. Not a very common plant, but I actually found this in my grocery store. It was just like $40, I think, and it wasn't really full looking. It was like a little kind of sparse, which oddly enough is one of the better places to buy plants out here. So I don't know, don't discredit your local grocery store florist because maybe you'll get lucky. I feel like some of them look different than others. Doesn't it make me feel like that? Like some of these, yeah, they definitely have a different shape. Anyway, yeah, it was more kind of like that. So it was like $40 for that. And I don't want to say I'm cheap, but I'm cheap. I'm actually not cheap. I am selective with things that I choose to spend my money on, and if I can get a plant for $10, I would rather get it for $10 than $40. No freaking duh. Who wouldn't? I just need to find it for cheaper than $40. It really takes a lot for me to spend that much money on a plant. So next plant we have here is going to be Irish Mist Oxalis. I freaking love Oxalis. If you do not have any, I feel like you're missing out. They're pretty easy to take care of. Mine really like water, so I try not to let them dry out more than like barely getting dry on the topsoil. They just like to be wet. I don't really miss them. They're just so pretty and they look like little butterflies, and it's so cool watching them respond to the sunlight throughout the day and open and close. And I already have what do I have? I already have one variety of Oxalis. I don't know the name of it, but it's green on the front and purple on the back. So I think it's a more rare type. And then I also have an iron cross that I just got that's really cool. I like it. It's just basically like a variegated leaf Oxalis that looks very similar to like a satin pothos or a what is it called? What is the other one? Satin pothos or a, you know what I'm trying to say, silverleaf. So it looks very similar to those. These variegated types can be harder to find, so maybe if you see them, consider picking them up over other things that you might be looking at, just because that might be your only chance to get it. There's another Oxalis that I really like that I've been trying to find. I don't freaking know the name of it, and I can't find it. It's not a triangularis. Let's see if I can at least find a picture. There it is. This one. What is this? Calathea Orbifolia stripe. Butterfly leaf. That's what it is. I remember that now. Here we go. Okay, so I have 9 plants on my list today. I'm very organized. The Calathea Orbifolia. Look at that. What? I'm gonna get me one of these. If I ever see this, I'm buying it. Pretty. Oh, that's a paper one. But look at how pretty the paper one is. Oh, it's really pretty. So it's also known as the swallowtail or the butterfly plant. So yes, that is very up there on my list. Okay, here's another one that's really cool. This is called, that I also cannot pronounce. This is called the Macodus petola, also called the lightning bolt jewel plant. Look at this thing, you guys. So this is also called like the lightning bolt or the lightning jewel. What is it? Lightning bolt jewel. I saw this on Instagram one day and I immediately was like, I need to have that. That's really cool. Oh, so I think I'm actually pretty much almost at the end of my list that keeps changing in size. So I think this is my last plant that I have. So the last plant that I want to have eventually is kind of a plant, but it's also kind of just a way to display a plant, and that is a moss wall. I want a moss wall. Some of these are so cool. People put like air plants and succulents or like staghorn ferns. But anyway, yeah, some of them are weird, but some of them are also really cool. And I just, oh, look at that. They put wood. That's a good idea. I mean, I'm sure you could just Pinterest your entire day away looking up things to do with moss. But I think that's just a really cool way to bring natural elements to the wall, and it's extremely low maintenance, which is nice. Let me know in the comments what you think, and tell me which one was your favorite out of these, and if you have any like rare plants that you really want to get. I kind of think it's more fun to just wait and try to find things in person, because of course you can order pretty much any plant that you want online, but it's kind of more fun to just hunt for them and try to find them, or run into things that you didn't know existed before. I guess that's all I have to talk about for today. You can find me over on Instagram at simplecaresteph if you would like. Please remember to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe for updates so that you get updates when I post new videos, because it's very here and there. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Thanks again for watching. I always appreciate it.